Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. One chilling moment set between two Star Wars trilogies demonstrates Emperor Palpatine's sheer skill with a lightsaber and philosophy on using the weapons. Throughout the Star Wars franchise, Palpatine rarely uses a lightsaber, preferring to order and orchestrate the deaths of his enemies rather than killing them himself. On the few occasions that Palpatine does battle his enemies, his preferred weapon is the dark side itself, with a particular affinity for Force lightning, though he will, on rare occasions, wield a lightsaber. One of the first properties to show Palpatine wielding a lightsaber is Tom Veitch and Cam Kennedy's Dark Empire comic series, set after Return of the Jedi in the original Star Wars Legends continuity. Star Wars, Episode I, Revenge of the Sith would go on to see the live-action debut of Palpatine's lightsaber. Later properties, like Star Wars, Empire at War and Star Wars, The Clone Wars, would also show Palpatine using lightsabers. One issue of Star Wars, Dark Times, A Spark Remains in particular, however, would include one of Palpatine's most chilling uses of his Sith lightsaber. A Spark Remains number 3 by Randy Stradley, Douglas Wheatley, Dan Jackson, and Benjamin Cara saw Palpatine order 5 captured Jedi survivors of Order 66 to be brought before him. In one of his many cruel acts as Emperor, Palpatine gave all 5 Jedi their lightsabers and demanded that they fight each other, promising the survivor freedom and knowing that the Jedi would simply attack him instead. 3 Jedi immediately worked together to kill the Emperor, but Palpatine was too quick and too skilled for them, igniting his lightsaber and slaying them with ease. Of the 2 remaining Jedi, Master Bagor Sadat chose to become an agent of Emperor Palpatine, killing the other captured Jedi and becoming an agent of the Galactic Empire. Palpatine did not need to personally dispose of the Jedi in this moment, but he chose to kill them himself rather than let his soldiers or guards dispatch them, seemingly out of sheer spite and cruelty. The scene not only demonstrates Palpatine's malice, but also his superlative skill in lightsaber combat and his view on the weapons. Palpatine has famously stated his belief that lightsabers are obsolete to Sith Lords, yet they continue to wield the weapons to simply humiliate the Jedi Knights. This belief is embodied in Palpatine's murder of the 3 captive Jedi. Palpatine's training under Darth Plagueis rendered him one of the most skilled lightsaber wielders in galactic history, yet he rarely needed to deploy these skills, thanks to his skills in manipulation and vast resources. Palpatine was the Star Wars galaxy's deadliest Sith Lord, and the embodiment of Darth Bane's definition of Sith Lordship. They favored secrecy and manipulation over brute strength, even if the Sith Lords of Bane's dynasty in Star Wars were more than capable of killing Jedi Knights in direct confrontations. I have never seen such skill, such speed. This one chilling scene shows just how dangerous Palpatine is with a lightsaber ***. In the vast expanse of the Star Wars universe, few characters evoke as much fear and fascination as Emperor Palpatine. While many associate him with the dark machinations of political power and the Sith's insidious manipulation, his formidable prowess as a fighter is often overshadowed by his cunning and ruthlessness. However, there exists a singular scene that vividly illustrates just how dangerous Palpatine is with a lightsaber, dispelling any misconceptions about his capabilities in combat. This moment not only highlights his skill and speed, but serves as a chilling reminder of his true nature as the embodiment of the dark side. The scene, set within the grandiose yet imposing confines of the Galactic Senate Chamber, the scene unfolds with tension as Jedi Masters Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, and Saesee Tiin confront Palpatine after discovering his true identity as Darth Sidious. Hopes for justice and the restoration of peace hang in the balance, yet an air of impending doom permeates the chamber. The moment Mace Windu confronts Palpatine, the audience becomes acutely aware that the stakes have escalated to a dangerously high level. What begins as an interrogation quickly erupts into chaos when Windu, armed with his violet lightsaber, calls for Palpatine's surrender. The Emperor, feigning innocence, allows a frail facade to crumble as he reveals the sinister power lurking beneath. With a flick of his wrist, the aged figure ignites his crimson lightsaber. The chilling glow casts an ominous hue over the chamber, signifying the shift from political diplomacy to a lethal confrontation. As the battle begins, a dance of death, the choreography of the lightsaber duel showcases Palpatine's extraordinary skill and speed, attributes that seem improbable for someone of his age. The directors and choreographers masterfully construct the sequence, reflecting the tension embodied in the character's emotional and physical states. Palpatine's strikes are precise and agile, each movement executed with a sense of calculated menace, contrasting sharply with the defensive postures of the Jedi Masters. In this moment, the camera angles accentuate Palpatine's fluidity, capturing his movements in striking slow-motion sequences that leave viewers breathless. There's an elegance in his combat style. He wields his with a mix of finesse and ferocity, displaying the mastery honed over decades of training. An unsettling realization dawns upon those watching: is not just a puppet master of the dark side, he embodies its violence and deception. The speed of Darkness Mace, revered as one of the most powerful Jedi, is caught off guard by adeptness. Traditionally, viewers may associate the Emperor with manipulation from the shadows, but here he steps into the light, revealing the darkness that fuels his abilities. While Windu fights valiantly, directing his full attention to the duel, Palpatine's moves demonstrate an almost preternatural reflexivity that outmatches the Jedi's skills. As the duel progresses, Windu's confidence begins to waver, giving way to uncertainty. Every swing and parry is matched with equal or superior force, and Palpatine's malevolent laughter echoes through the chamber, enhancing the sense of dread. His speed is unearthly, defying the limitations of age and experience that should bind him. I have never seen such skill, such speed, Windu seems to think, channeling his confusion into determination as he presses onward. But it is apparent that Palpatine possesses an overwhelming advantage, fueled by the dark side itself. The dark side of the Force, it is crucial to acknowledge that Palpatine's extraordinary skills with the lightsaber are deeply intertwined with the dark side of the Force. He is not merely a master of combat. He is also a master of manipulation and deception. Throughout the battle, he utilizes the Force not just for physical attacks, but to undermine his opponent's mental states. His psychic assaults are invisible but palpable, causing Windu and his allies to falter. Uncertainty creeps in, clouding their judgment and skewing their perception, an invaluable advantage Palpatine has cultivated throughout his life. This multifaceted approach amplifies the chilling aspect of the scene. With each clash of lightsabers, the very notion of good versus evil becomes obscured. The audience witnesses a Jedi, symbolizing hope, justice, and righteousness, being overwhelmed by a Sith who embodies chaos, power, and corruption. When Palpatine finally gains the upper hand, it is not simply through superior martial skills. It is the culmination of strategic foresight, psychological warfare, and years of plotting that result in victory. The climax and impact. As Mace Windu attempts to deliver the final blow, Palpatine's cunning reaches a fever pitch. In a shocking twist, he unleashes a torrent of Force lightning that hurls Windu out of the window, marking a pivotal moment in the saga. This singular event signifies not only Windu's fall, but also the tragic conclusion of the Jedi Order's grip on the galaxy. Palpatine's deceptive nature, coupled with his lethal combat capabilities, solidifies his status as the ultimate villain of the saga. This scene resonates with audiences on multiple levels. It unveils the layers of Palpatine's character, transforming him from a mere puppet master into a fearsome opponent. The chilling realization that someone so influential in the galaxy could embody both the political savant and the master combatant adds depth to his villainy. It raises the stakes for Luke Skywalker and the rebellion, highlighting the persistence of evil even in times of apparent despair. Conclusion: the lightsaber battle between Palpatine and Mace Windu is a landmark moment in the Star Wars saga, a mesmerizing display of skill, speed, and the dark side's insidious power. It serves as a reminder of the Emperor's chilling capabilities, punctuating just how dangerous he truly is. This scene not only solidified Palpatine's place as one of the most menacing characters in cinematic history, but also explored themes of power, sacrifice, and the inexorable pull of darkness. In the end, it is easy to forget that the grand narrative of Star Wars encompasses not just the battle between good and evil, but the nuances, complexities, and terrifying potential of darkness. The very essence that makes Palpatine such a captivating figure. His chilling proficiency with a lightsaber is emblematic of his broader influence, leaving audiences to ponder the question: just how far will one go to obtain ultimate power, and at what cost?